Yo, what's up guys, this is Kyle Games here, and today I'm bringing you deck profile of the Chaos Dragons for the March 2013 ban list. I really like Chaos Dragons. I'm moving away from Fire Kings just for now, by the way guys. I just really want to wait till Yaksha and the other card comes out, because I think that they make the deck really good, and I'm just going to wait for those cards come out. But in the meantime, I'm playing Chaos Dragons because it's a deck I'm really comfortable with and catches people off guard. I mean, this deck is still really good. Like, I played a couple of games yesterday with my friends and I just twirled them all, literally, like, because this deck runs hand trumps. So many decks, like Fire Fist, they rely, effectively like hits them hard, which I play. Six Samurais, which are big. Chaos Dragons rinse Six Samurais full on, which is why which is even more reason why I like them. And considering that she's most signals back to 3, you're gonna get more Six Samurai decks. And Fire Kings don't deal well much with Six Samurais because they need Six Samurais to destroy their Grunix, which is why I'm waiting till Yaksha comes out, because Yaksha does the job when in destroying Grunixes from my hand. So until then, I'm gonna play with Fire Kings, Chaos Dragons. Okay, first off, we're gonna start monsters. Play 3 Pulsar Dragons, like Pulsars. Pulsar's really good for helping you recycle your plays, and that's the main reason why you play it. You have to play it. The Red and D Pulsar loop is still viable, which is why I really like it. And then we play 3 Dark Flares. Dark Flare is just a really good card, and it could be debatable at 2 and Chaos Sorcerers at 3. But I think you need 3. I think you really do need 3 in the deck. Simply because it's a red and D target, and it's a dark. Because you really do run out of darks. Because there isn't that many as there used to be. With Tour Guide to 2, and Sangan. Well, okay, then we play the BLS and the Chaos Sorcerer. BLS is just really good. This card is amazing. I'm so glad this card didn't get hit. If this card got hit and Sorcerer wasn't in the deck, I'd be so sad. I wouldn't even consider playing the deck. But they're both still viable and both still really live. Okay, and then we play the Eclipse Wyvern, and it's 2 targets. I don't like playing more than 1 Eclipse Wyvern right now, because there's only 1 Red Eyes, so you're not going to get Red Eyes all the time. Whilst Red Eyes, when Red Eyes was at 3, I could consider playing 2 or maybe even 3 Eclipse Wyvern, because the combo of Eclipse Wyvern with the Dark Flare Dragon is really good, and I still like doing the loop. It's viable, but it's not as consistent. And if Eclipse Wyvern, if I draw these 2, this card's dead. And also if I mill this or something happens, if this card is sent to the graveyard, if this card is sent to the graveyard, then I have to banish the card, and if not, my opponent can see my deck, which is what I really don't like doing. I really don't like showing my opponent what's in the deck, because they can then see what basically in my hand. Because if there's no Monster Reborn in the deck, then they're like, oh, then he's obviously got a Monster Reborn in his hand, and they can play mind games with me and stuff. So not very good. Okay, then for the Tour Guide engine, we play 2 Tour Guides. Tour Guide's still really good. We play the Night Assailant and the Tour Bus. I think Tour Bus is pretty much needed in Chaos Dragons now, because you really do need the second target for the Tour Guide. Not to mention that I always thought Tour Bus was good, but Night Assailant better. So I would never consider playing 2 Tour Guides and Night Assailant, a Sangan and a Tour Bus. But now that Sangan is gone, Tour Bus is pretty viable. And plus I really like it when I mill my soldier or something. I can just Tour Guide it into Tour Bus, and then just go into Leviathan Dragon or something, or Giga Brilliant. You have a line dark instantly, detach the Tour Bus and put the BLS right back into my deck, which is why I really like it. And I say the combos with it is pretty good, with the Light Pulsar when you have to discard for it. Okay, on to the Mill engine. We are playing 3 Lila. Lila is just too good, gets rid of those macros, gets rid of any problematic back row, and I love lancing this card. When it gets bottomless, I just lance it and then I just destroy another card. I really like doing it. Okay, and then we play 3 Raikou. Raikou is really good. I'm sorry I don't have that 3rd gold one, but Yeah, I'm still working on that. Free Raikou is just too good in the deck not to play at free. It's really good and gets rid of problematic cards like Sheehan. When you just literally gets rid of everything. If you're playing against Evils on Dueling Network, this card's good against rid of their Ophions because that card's a bitch. I mean, that card kills Chaos Dragons. And not to mention that number 51 card that's coming out. Yeah, Raikou kills that card as well. So this is why I feel like Raikous and the Nice Sailor are still really good and viable in the deck. And this is why I really like the deck. And then we play 2 Troopers for the Mill Engine. I think it's necessary that you play 2 Troopers because it just adds so much speed to the deck that you need it. Like so many times when I need that extra mill, and Trooper's just amazing. Like Trooper, like if I have a Trooper in hand and a Trooper on the field, I just mill 3. Okay, summon another Trooper. If it gets trenched, okay, not only have I milled 3 cards, but then I'll draw 2 cards, which is just really good in the deck. And I really like Trooper, the fact that I can just normal summon it and it milling straight away. So if I have like a BLS in hand and I can't summon it because I don't have a light, I can always just summon Trooper, mill 3, and then hopefully get a light, and then just summon BLS and go for game. Okay, and then for the hand traps, we play 2 Veilers and 2 Maxis. This is just for variety. I remember when I playing against a 6-sound person, I dropped Maxi and I drew 5 cards of him. So that's crazy. Maxi was so good back then. So Maxi's just really good. I really like this card. It's good against Mermails. So if you think your Mermail matchup isn't amazing, Maxi just helps. It helps a lot against Mermails. They get really put off, and they don't play Solemn Warning, so none of them can stop a Tragodia or a Gauze. So you still have a chance to fight back. Not to mention it can copy your opponent's monster and take control of them. Like if you have a Trag on the field, you can always like discard your Gauze and take their Megalo or whatever the hell they're running. And then yeah, so 2 Maxis, 2 Vaders, they work really fine. Good against Fire Fists and okay against 6-Sams, and this is really good against 6-Sams and Mermails. And then we play 2 Trigodias and a Gauze. I think Trag is really needed right now. At first I was playing Doom Cow just to get my Darks in, but the way the format's progressing, I think you need Trags. Trags is too good. Nobody's playing hand traps now, literally. Like Mermails, they don't play hand traps. You look at Fire Fists, they're not playing hand traps. You look at Heroes, they're not playing hand traps. Dark Horse not playing hand traps. Vikings, well, the most recent one I ran 2 Vaders, but that's the maximum, and Veiler doesn't do much to this deck. Apart from stuff like your Tour Guide playing, that's it. So yeah, these 3 cards are really good, and I think they're really important, and considering that warnings to 1, they make them even more viable. So that rounds up the monsters, 30 monsters in the deck. On to the spells. We are still playing 3 recharges. People like to say that you don't need recharges at 2, and you only need 2 recharges or 1 even. But I'm like, no, I want 3. Not only is it a good, easy side out game 2, but it makes, like, if I'm playing against the mirror match and Chaos Dragons and they don't have much spells or something, I can always just discard, just get rid of the Lila. I mean, it's not really that hard. It just adds more speed to the deck, which is what this deck lost when Future was gone. Which is why I'm playing with recharges, just because the deck's lost so much speed that I think 3 recharges is still really viable. Then we play Charge of the Light Brigade. This card's broken, and this card goes back to 2-next format. I'll be playing Chaos Dragons all format, not even Light Swords, Chaos Dragons, because Charge makes the deck so much more consistent. If I draw a Charge and a recharge, if I draw a Charge of the Light Brigade and it's on a recharge, I'm in a good position from the beginning of the game. Then we play Lord of Darkness. People typically take out the Lord of Darkness and Solid Recharge and put 2 MSTs in. I don't play MSTs in the main. Simply because I don't think that's needed, and if I'm playing against agents or something, I just lose a massive disadvantage, because agents, if they get a Christie on the field, I mean, I have to get a Raikou out on the field, or Nidus in, otherwise I'm pretty much done for the game, or Dark Hole. And plus the Lord of Darkness, just like, if I have like dead cards in my hand, like if I have a Gauze and a Trag, I don't know, I'd probably get rid of the Tragodia or something and just draw 2 cards. Or if I've got like a Trag and I draw on a Lord of Darkness, I'll just banish the Trag and just get 2 cards and just go through my deck really quickly, because deck fitting is always good. Okay, and then we play 2 Forbidden Lance Lance is really good. I love the combo where you just, well, it's not really a combo, you just summon Lila and then bottomless it and you're like Lance, and then just destroy another card. Just gets rid of all my opponent's back rows, which is why I really like it. And plus it's pretty good in the mirror match. Then the Trinity, Heavy, Reborn, Darko. You have to play all three of them in my opinion in this deck. So that rounds up the spells, 10 spells, no traps in the deck. 40 card deck, 30 monsters. Onto the extra deck. For the Synchros, we're playing Scrap Dragon and Ancient Sacred Wyvern. I've never needed anything else apart from these two. Never found myself needing to go into a Catasta. Never found myself going into Black Rose Dragon. Ancient Sacred Wyvern is better than Black Rose Dragon because typically there'll be a monster on the field that I need to get over that's pretty beefy, and Ancient Sacred Wyvern just the card that when I go for it, I win the game. Like, it's ridiculous how much times I go into Ancient Sacred Wyvern and I just win the game. Scrap Dragon is just good for looking up the field and just destroying cards that I need to get destroyed, which is why I like it. Like, if my opponent drops a Gauze on me, I can always go into Scrap Dragon and just destroy Suicidal. And plus I can always bring it back with Red Ice, so why I really like it. So yeah, that's the two Synchros. I don't play Catastrophe or anything, you don't need it. These cards have worked fine. Okay, we'll end up Zen Mates. This card's pretty stable, rank 3 for the Toolground engine. Tempo is the Zen Mates killer, in my opinion, and yeah, it's just really good. Leviathan Dragon, this card's really good. It's good when you instantly need to detach and like summon a Dark Arm Dragon. Leviathan Dragon, the combo with this with a Law of Darkness is pretty broken, which is why I like it. Acid Golem, just to get over any beta, because this card clashes with Grapha if they have Gates of the Dark Lord or something, which is pretty good. Probably the best rank 3 in here. Giga Brilliant. I love this card. As soon as I summon this card, I instantly make sure when I go with a tour guide that I have 2 darks and a light on the field. So if it gets destroyed, I don't give a shit if it gets destroyed. If it gets warded, I don't care. If it gets bottomless, it's alright. I still have like 2 darks in the graves to set up Dark on place, so it's pretty good. And I was even considering playing a Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut, if I'm saying that card right, the light one, just simply because it's a light, but there's not enough space in the extra deck. But I'm not sure, that'll be tested for future builds, but these are all the rank 3s that I play in the deck, and they're really good. I don't think you need anything more than that. Then to the rank 4s, we play Maestro and Queen Dragoon. You don't have enough space to play anything else. I literally just picked you have to play the Queen Dragoon because this card can do some crazy combos. And the one card I had to pick one rank 4 just in case I don't need the Queen Dragoon, and my choice was Maestro over Utopia, just because this deck doesn't lack lights, it lacks dark cards in the grave, which is why I chose Maestro. Plus it can survive. And in more situations I've needed a Maestro rather than a Utopia. And then for the rank 5s, playing a Tyrus and Adrius. If anything, I was thinking of cutting Tyrus, but there was a game that I lost because I didn't have it, so I played both of them. And Adrius is just so broken in the deck, it's unreal. And then for the rank 6s, we play the Photon Strike Banter and the Insecta Exabino. They're both really good. The combo with this with Guide is pretty busted, and Photon Strike Banter just helps you when you go for game if your opponent's going to drop anything like a Gauze. And then Guide Dragon is the final card. Combo with this with Photon Strike Banter is pretty good. And also if you have like a Gauze and Trag on the field, which is very unlikely but it's possible, you can always like drop. When you drop the Trag, just copy like another level or something, and then just go into rank 7s, which is really good. So yeah, and there's the Gauze token. So that does it for the extra deck. Basically on the side you just side Royal Decrees and stuff. And yeah, you just side like Victorias or Electrifiances and Royal Decrees. Basically that's it for the side deck. It's not finished. I don't think I should be showing you guys a side deck because the format hasn't progressed, but I think that this deck is pretty good and has worked very well in testing. So that's the deck profile for you guys. If you like this video, please remember to comment, rate, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and please check out my channel. Cheers guys for watching. Adios.